Welcome to our How to Podcast series, Podcasting for Profit 5-part Masterclass. The goal? To help you turn your passion for your podcast into a profitable venture. In this mini-series, we'll review the key strategies and tactics to boost your podcast's financial success. From building a strong foundation to future-proofing your income, we've got it all. So, whether you're a seasoned podcaster or just starting out, get ready to unlock the secrets to podcasting prosperity. Let's dive into Episode 2, Unlocking the Power of Affiliate Marketing.
Hey, welcome back to the How to Podcast series. Happy to have you back. Now, before we start, did you do your homework from part 1 of our 5-part series? If you have not done your homework, please do not listen to this episode. No, really. Stop. Go back. Please go back to the first in our series of 5 episodes and do your homework. You really need to. Remember, we talked about your niche. We talked about building your community and building a schedule. If you don't have those things mapped out already, this is not going to help you without doing step 1. There's a reason why it's a 5-step series. There's a reason, people. I'm not just doing this because I'm bored. There's a reason. Please go back if you haven't done so. And if you have, you're my next best friend. So I hope things went well. I'd love to get some feedback from you from the first episode here in our series of 5 around our masterclass here about podcasting for profit. I would love to hear your feedback. I would love to know, did you narrow down your niche? You know your topic inside out? What have you done to build your community? And I want to know if you've done the 52-week exercise of planning out your content. If you have, and you have any updates from me, I would love to hear it. howtopodcast.ca. Go ahead and leave me a message and let me know what you've come up with. This is a dialogue, okay? This is a dialogue. I'm talking to you, and now you get to talk back to me. I want to hear from you, and I want to know how you've been doing with your plans. So, howtopodcast.ca, go there and leave me a message. So we talked about laying the foundation for profit in our first episode here of our 5-episode series. Today we're looking at unlocking the power of affiliate marketing. We're going to jump into that right now. So if you're not sure what affiliate marketing is, think about any of the tools that you've been using so far on your podcast journey, whether it is your hosting site where your podcast is loaded to and distributed to all those players. They might have an affiliate program where if people use your link to purchase a subscription to the same hosting site you use, you get a small amount of money back or credit or something that you can use as a payment for advertising the services that you use. So it could be whether you use a tool online or, for example, I'll just name things. Some of these have affiliates, some don't. Calendly to book up your calendar invites for your podcast with your guests. Canva, whether you use MailChimp to send out newsletters or emails. Again, your domains, to buy a website, any tools that you buy. If you scroll down to any of these things that you go to online, go down to the very, very bottom of the page, and there's probably an affiliate link, and you can click on it, and they'll give you all the details. Now, some of these will help, some of these will pay, some of them are a little harder, and what's really hard is if you pick an affiliate that has nothing to do with what you talk about. Okay. Avoid doing that at all costs, because what value is that to your audience if you're giving them affiliate links that means nothing. So pick something that you use, something you believe in, something that you could speak to, and use that as your starting point. For me, I have my Living the Next Chapter podcast where I interview authors, and every author comes on and talks about books. So I signed up with Amazon and I did the affiliate program with them. I've had people use my links, come to Amazon, but in 6 months of testing, nobody has ever used my link and bought a book. I have made $0 through Amazon affiliate links. Everybody loves them. People brag about them. I talk about it. I promote it on my Living the Next Chapter podcast. And it just was a big pile of nothing. For me, personally, it didn't work. So you have to sell a minimum amount of links and traffic and dollars to maintain your status with Amazon. And for me, it didn't work. And again, let's go back to episode 1, which you listened to, right, in our 5-part series. So this isn't new to you because you've already listened to that. That I'm here building my community so that I can serve you in podcast editing, website design, consultations for your podcast, just being there to work with you on building your show. And then if you don't want to do the editing, I'll do it for you and charge you a monthly rate. And that's kind of how I do that. And then I also have, which I mentioned and you know about because you've already listened to the first episode, I have my Buy Me a Coffee link, which is in the show notes. And for Buy Me a Coffee in the last 6 months, I've made $500 through Buy Me a Coffee. That's a lot. That's pretty good for 6 months of just having links in my show notes, in my email signatures, using the stickers in Instagram with a link sticker to my Buy Me a Coffee, mentioning it on my shows. Again, I have 7 different podcasts. The Buy Me a Coffee link has worked really well. So $500 in 6 months, that's pretty good. That's really good. I'm really happy with that. So the link is in the show notes for that. What I do with that money is I basically reinvest it back into my podcast. I was using SpeakPipe and using the free version of SpeakPipe. And I wanted to upgrade because I had a 90-second limit with the free version. And I had people leaving me messages and they would be cut off. So they'd be midway through their talk. They're telling me about their podcast and then a big silence gap. And I'm like, oh no, I didn't get all the message. So because of the kind donations of you, the listener, I've now been able to move up into the paid version of SpeakPipe. And now I can offer longer recording times for you to leave a message over at howtopodcast.ca and click the SpeakPipe icon and leave me a message. I love hearing your voice. But because of you and your donations through my Buy Me a Coffee link, again, in the show notes, now I was able to reinvest your money, your donation, to make my community stronger. So it doesn't cost me anything to do the upgrade with my Buy Me a Coffee link to get my increased time with SpeakPipe. So for me, that's how I'm generating income for my podcast. And again, you can start your Buy Me a Coffee now for free and get that set up immediately. And I encourage you to do that. So please set up your Buy Me a Coffee and then let me know when it's ready. Okay? Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. That's the easiest way for you to start collecting donations from your listening audience and your community through a Buy Me a Coffee link. Truly believe that's the easiest way to start. Okay? And you can start now. So yes, you can make money with your podcast today by simply setting that up and then communicating it out to your audience by simply saying, if you're enjoying my podcast and you would love to support the show, use my Buy Me a Coffee link in the show notes, in my email signature, on my socials, and support the podcast today. I really appreciate you doing that at howtopodcast.ca. See, I just did it. That's how easy it is. And don't be ashamed to get out and talk about the need that you need support. There's a quote, you do not have because you do not ask. And it is something that I'm encouraging you to start getting comfortable with the ask. You have to step up, and your audience assumes that everything's great. You don't need any help. You don't need any money because you've never asked. They don't realize how much it costs in your time, in your talent, in the finance part of paying for all the stuff that comes with a podcast if you choose to pay. You need to let people know. And I think you'd be surprised at how much your community would step up and support you had they known that you needed help, A, and B, that you had a link that they could click and do it very quickly and do a one-time gift, an ongoing gift. And by using Buy Me a Coffee, it's a very low barrier of entry for your audience to participate. So use it. Set it up today. You need to have this. And you need to have it on your website. You need to have it everywhere. BuyMeACoffee.com. Link in the show notes. And you can see mine. And if you want to try it, you can actually send me a donation, and I appreciate it. So we're looking at today unlocking the power of affiliate marketing. Again, I've had some challenges with it. It hasn't worked for me quite as well as I wanted to. I know I need to invest more time in it, but this is another option for you as far as how you can earn some money with your podcast. You need to understand, first off, that affiliate marketing, you need to learn the basics of it and how it works, including the tracking of it, how commissions work, and kind of how the legal side, I guess, of using an affiliate link. You do need to disclose to your audience that when they click a link from you, that it is an affiliate link and that you may make income from the purchase of said product through your link. You can't hide these links and disguise them without telling your audience that you're potentially making income through using your links. So please disclose that. And as simple as I just said, by using these links, I have a link in my show notes today for the book from my author. By using the link, you're helping to support the show. I appreciate you using my links to purchase the book. And I just want to thank you for your support. Right? The links that you're using are not to be just confused and then stating to your audience that the company that the link is coming from is a supporter of your show. That's not true. That they're not a supporter of your show. You're a supporter of their product or service. Just keep that in mind. Be careful how you word this. And some of your affiliates will actually have a script for you to read. Buzzsprout has this for my hosting site for Buzzsprout. They have an affiliate program. They will actually help you to make sure you say the right things. And they'll also give you a list of things not to say. So please follow their instructions and read it very carefully. Also, choose relevant products or services. We talked about that at the beginning. Select affiliate products and services that actually align with your content and with your audience. And when you promote your affiliates, promote them authentically. Integrate affiliate promotions naturally into your content and provide value to your listeners. So when you're talking about a certain product, you're talking about a microphone, and you have an affiliate link through Amazon to the microphone, then say in the show notes for today is my affiliate link for my microphone. And if you like the way I sound, click the link and you can buy the microphone that I use. And the microphone that I use is blah, blah, blah. And tell everybody about it. And then your listeners who are thinking about starting a podcast are like, great, I'm going to buy the mic that Dave bought because I trust Dave and I like his show and I like how he sounds on the mic. Even though today, Dave's voice is very tired because he's worked all night and now I'm recording a podcast at 2 p.m. with no sleep. So that's why my voice sounds goofy. Make sure that you promote things that actually make sense for the content of your podcast. And some action steps now. And again, we'll have a downloadable sheet on howtopodcast.ca where you can download the notes for this second episode in our 5-episode series. But there you're going to see some action steps. So, number one, research affiliate marketing and find reputable affiliate programs and understand their terms and conditions. When you listen to other podcasts and you hear podcasters talk about their affiliate, and it's the same product that you use or that you love, then if they have an affiliate, most likely there's an affiliate available to you as well. So then go to the website, go down to the bottom of the page, and find the affiliate link. You can always reach out to a company and ask to, hello, company A, my name is Dave, and I would love to be an affiliate for your product or service. Do you have an affiliate program that I can promote on my podcast? Ask the question, people. Ask. You do not have because you do not ask. Also, identify products or services that are relevant to your podcast niche so that you can promote them as an affiliate. And lastly, create a content strategy that incorporates affiliate promotions in a way that provides value to your audience. I have a bonus tip for you. Now, this is going to help if, based on the foundation that you built in our first episode, if you want to have an engaged audience that is going to support having sponsors in the future for your podcast, your sponsor, when you reach out down the road and get a sponsor, a big sponsor, who will pay you to be featured on your podcast as a commercial in your show, your sponsor is looking for people to respond to the offer to purchase the item or service that you're promoting. If you get a big sponsor, let's say, I don't know, it's a coffee sponsor and you have a coffee podcast, and you get a company reaches out to you and says, hey, coffee podcaster, we love your show and we'd like to give you X amount of dollars per episode to talk about our coffee product. Would you be interested in being paid to advertise our product? You say, yes, because it fits with my audience. I love that coffee and I would love to promote it. It's a win-win, right? You get out there, you tell your audience, hey guys, we got a new sponsor today. Coffee X is now a sponsor of the show, and I'm so excited to share this with you. And here's Company X, commercial read, and back to content. And after a few weeks or months, your coffee company that's paid you to be on the show reaches out and says, hey, podcaster, are we doing the commercials? Because no one has responded to buy coffee through the link that we gave you to share with your audience. Not one person's responded. I don't think this is working for us. We're going to move on to another show. To build the foundation and groundwork of having an engaged audience that will respond in the future to a sponsored ad in your podcast, you need to start now. What do we do, Dave? How do we do this? First of all, when you ask for feedback or people to respond by a question, a poll, using your SpeakPipe on your website, you put out that and people do not respond, they might not respond to a future ad in your show. If you're not getting engagement from your audience today, you need to build that. You need to create that know, like, and trust with your audience today so that you're having a conversation, so that you are building the foundation that in the future you can have a sponsorship. So what I would suggest to you is secure an affiliate for your podcast. Get one. Start with just one that fits with what you talk about. Make the relationship, get the link, and if possible, get a link that identifies you to that sponsor so that it's trackable. It's not just one generic link that everybody uses, but maybe it's coffee company A/ the name of your show or your name or something. so that when people click the link, your sponsor, your affiliate, can track how many people have clicked the link. That's a great way to see if there's engagement happening. Train your audience that you're only going to put in front of them things that make sense for them, that benefit them. So that when they click the link, they use your affiliate, you make some small income, and the audience benefits. Okay? By building that up in the beginning of your podcast, early days of your show, you're starting to build the response mechanism where you have earned the trust of your audience. And when you bring up an idea or you bring up a sponsor or a link, that people respond. Okay? You have to build this. It's not just going to happen. Okay? Start today. Start with engagement, promoting your SpeakPipe. Start with people sending you emails. Start with creating Zoom meetings where you get to talk to your listeners, creating engagement on social media, true engagement, putting the social back in media. Remember that. You need to create the community, the foundation, to then in the future have the opportunity and privilege of putting sponsors in front of your community. And you can own your audience is only going to respond if they respond to you. If you're getting zero response from your audience, you're not ready. You're not ready to entertain a sponsorship. You're not. Because it's like a sponsor buying an ad on a bus seat out by the road near your house. Cars drive by it all day. Nobody stops, pulls over, and writes down the phone number off the bus stop. Well, no. It's just there, and we don't even really think about it, right? Your sponsor wants engagement. They want people to respond. If they're going to give you money to be sponsored on your podcast, they want to see results. And if you can reach out to your potential sponsor in the future and say, hey, sponsor, thank you. I would love to have you on my podcast. And they're like, who are you? You can say, listen, I've been doing affiliate links, and I know that every time I do an affiliate link in my podcast and I put it in front of my audience, more than half of my audience responds and they use the link. Your potential sponsor is going to be like, what? And you can say, yeah, and I know my listeners are this age group. I know where they live. I know what they listen to on, and this is the kind of content they love. My podcast is a coffee podcast, and every time I promote anything to do with coffee, my audience responds, I would love to have you on my show as a sponsor. I can tell you my audience is ready to check out your product. Do you see that? You have to start with the foundation of building up your community. If you jump through these steps and think you could just jump to step 5 and skip everything else, it's not going to work. So from day one, what I've been doing on the How to Podcast series and on my other 6 shows is I've been building community without asking for any money, without asking for any sponsorships, with not putting any commercials in my shows, because I'm building the foundation. Will I ever have commercials in my podcast? I don't know. I don't know. And that's really being open and honest with you. I don't know if I will ever do this. Because again, my focus is on working with people and helping you from a support side. So I may have commercials in the future, I may not. But I want you to understand that you need to start with the foundation first. Get the engagement going. Get the conversation going. Do you know the names of your listeners? Could you name them? Do you know where they live? Have you had a conversation with them? Right? That has to happen. And you have to build that trust. And going back to the calendar side, we talked about in the first episode, are you doing regular content? Are you here 1 week and then you're gone for 4 and you're back for 1 and then gone for 3? That's not consistency. You're not building trust with your audience. You have to be there to actually build confidence in that you're going to be somebody that's trustworthy. So do not waste the opportunity. Get out in front of your audience, build community, start with ground floor, start with the foundation, and then you will work your way through. And you will find that your community will respond. You need to unlock the power of affiliate marketing. You need to build relationships internally with your group, your community, and then externally reaching out to sponsors. Do you understand? Does it make sense? I hope it makes sense. If you have any questions about this, reach out to me. Make a list. And in our homework for today on the website, howtopodcast.ca, I'm going to ask you to come up with 5 potential affiliate links, affiliate marketing links of companies that you want to work with that make sense for your content. And I want you to write them down. And then I want you to pick one of those and make that ask. Get the link, put it in your show notes, and start the process. Okay? And even do little mini commercials in your show. Just naturally talking about it. Everyone, I really enjoy this coffee I bought today. It's so good. Now, I bought the coffee, but I just want to tell you about it. It's really good. And if you want to try it, I have my affiliate link in the show notes. And it links over to Amazon. You can buy the same coffee I'm drinking right now. It is so good. Try the coffee that Dave drinks on the How to Podcast series. Do you see? Just like that. And when people start responding, and people go, Dave, that was great coffee. I really enjoyed it. Thanks for the link. You'll start to see engagement happening. As engagement happens, and then you can move forward with the bigger ask. Do you see how this works? Now go out there and do the work. howtopodcast.ca. And if you like what you hear here on the podcast, and you've been here for one episode or 166 episodes, thank you. Buy me a coffee. Link is in the show notes and also on my website. And my speak pipe is there. I want to hear your voice because I love podcasters and I love their voice. howtopodcast.ca. Thank you so much for being here. Next episode's coming up. You ready? Okay, here we go.
Well, that's a wrap for this episode of the Podcasting for Profit, a 5-part masterclass. We hope you found today's insights valuable and are ready to take your podcast to the next level. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to join us for the next episode, where we'll delve into creating valuable content, the key to monetization. It's going to be a game changer. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and leave us a review to help others discover this podcast. And if you have any questions or feedback, reach out to us on our website, howtopodcast.ca. If you have found value in this episode, please consider donating to the show via our Buy Me a Coffee link in the show notes or on our website, howtopodcast.ca. Happy podcasting!